Hey, people, it's Rob with Sean here. We're going to
How's it
talk
going?
about comics again. How's everybody doing today? Good to see you. Everybody, glad to see everybody out there. All right, Sean,
Yes,
we're going
Rob.
to talk
How
about
are you?
we're going to talk about spec books that people should look out for, and also just cool books in general. You know, why else would we be here on a Saturday at 9 talking about comics? All right, so let's start off with books that are kind of like, how do you put it? They're not they haven't arrived yet, but they're still cool books. Something like Comico Primer number one, number two. You know what this is?
First Grindel, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
I got this book, I think, almost for free. I think. No, I think I paid $20 for it. Got it
Oh,
from Rob, my buddy Rob, another
that's a
guy
good
named
deal.
Rob.
That is a good
And
deal.
it's not in 9.8 mint conditions. You see the creases in there, but still for $20, oh, it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, it's not bad. That's a pretty good deal for $20.
All right, what we got here? One second, we got people in the stream here.
Kelly Comics, how are you? Dave
Hey,
Comics.
hey, SpongeBob voice. How you doing? All right, what we got here? Hey, Dave, UK, how you doing? What time is it there? It must be like 2 in the morning or whatever. All right, good to see you. And hey, Washington D.C., you're checking in, Sean.
Yeah, Chicago people, how are you?
That's right. How you doing, guys? Yes, it is very underrated. This book is this book for a long time. This book's I think I paid 20. It's probably worth about $200, I think. Haven't looked up in a long time, but this book is very underrated. I think there was even a Grindel versus Batman series at one time, I think also.
I think so, yeah. I think I had that one, then I sold it a long time ago.
Of course.
Chi-Town Bear down. Okay.
We got there.
Chi-Town Bear down.
All right, guys. All right, we got here. Gary B, how are you doing?
Hi, Gary. How are you?
How's it going? Welcome to the show.
Cub flying was today. All right.
Today.
I'm a White Sox fan. My brother's a Cubs fan, so.
I was right. It was 2 a.m. I was right.
Wow, yeah.
I'm glad you're here, man. Glad you're here. I wish you were. Wish it was a little earlier. I'm sorry we went so late, but we both had things we had to do today that made it. We couldn't do. We couldn't start earlier. So.
Yeah, I had to work this morning, so I was lucky enough to get out around 6 o'clock tonight. So.
Well, his time.
Yeah, my time. Yeah.
Central. Yeah, the East Coast here. Everybody's out west, and everybody's earlier or later than us. So. All right, back to comics. All right, guys. We have. You know what this is?
Raphael.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number. Listen, I guess it's just a one shot, right? And this is the first appearance of.
Is it Casey Jones? Casey Jones?
This is the second print.
Oh, that's the second printing. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about the first printing. First printing had Raphael in the corner, and then he is on the other corner, right?
Well, this is actually, the difference is the first printing is actually, I think, the last large size, in the big size comics, magazine size. This is a regular size.
Nice.
And I think I got this one, I think I got it for $10, I think, or so.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I know it goes for a lot.
I have not seen that one before.
You haven't? Okay.
Oh.
Well, for those who haven't seen it, this is the second print. This is Casey Jones' first appearance.
Nice.
For those who haven't seen it before. And I also have some more other. I wish I had bought the Turtles number one first print, but that's another story. All right. This is also another important book to look out for, people.
Oh,
believe it or not, this has been. I think it has been optioned, right?
I believe so. Yeah, it's been optioned
for a.
I haven't heard series. Oh, go ahead.
For a Hulu series, and I got this from my buddy Carl, I believe. Thanks, Carl. This one cost me, I think, $20, and it's also a really cool second print. That's I guess like an all white. I think she almost calls it almost like a negative cover. white with black, and it looks really cool. I have that one too. It's not here. That one goes for about $200.
Nice.
Second printing. But this is a cool book. And for the longest time, I thought that Deadpool 15, which is from the same year as this book, was his first appearance. I used to have probably like 10 or 15 copies of that book before I realized this was his first appearance. If you see this in the cheap bin, please get it. This book's going to be interesting for the future. You got anything to show, Sean?
Pick this one up. This is a RoboCop versus Terminator. So this is a Dark Horse book. Came out, I believe, in the early, probably 90s. Issue 1 and 4.
And might I add, that
cool.
is one of the best Terminator stories you'll ever see. That book is incredible.
RoboCop versus Terminator. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking to see how they do this, if they ever revised it. So,
well, I think they did it. They did do it again. I maybe not. All I know is if they can do Alien versus Predator, why can't they do
right
that book? Right.
Right.
RoboCop versus. I mean, that's. I think it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. Hold on. So we got some comments here. What we got here? Start back the comics. LOL. Hamid, how are you doing? Glad you were in the last live stream. Good to see you. If you want to hop on, let me know.
Oh, hold on, Rob. Let me. I gotta talk to my wife or something.
Go for it. I'll talk to everybody here. Yeah, it's Rob. Really, the first views are awesome. Yes, they are. Cali Comics. Cubs versus Sox World Series. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? I don't know if it'll ever happen, but what do they call it? The Subway Series or whatever? There's one for you for Sean.
Okay.
Off
top. When Chicago ruled baseball. Okay. Cubs versus Sox World Series. Well, okay. Sox won 2 World Series. Cubs won, I believe, is it 1 World Series? I would go with Sox. I'm a Sox fan, but my brother, he'll go with the Cubs fan. He'll go with the Cubs, but I'll pick the Sox over the Cubs.
Okay. Really?
Oh,
nice. You saw 2 leaked episodes of Hit Monkey. It was brutal. Well, I didn't know that. That sounds pretty cool. I mean,
is it an animated series or is it a real live show?
I'm gonna guess it's animated. I'm not sure how they would ever do that live. Live would be cool, but that would be
right.
I think animated is probably gonna be the way it goes, Sean. That's not gonna happen. Oh yeah, that RoboCop vs. Terminator comic is just awesome.
Yeah, this is a nice book.
Yes, it is.
Good read.
And I recommend it. Also, it's not very expensive either. You can probably get it for, I mean, like normal. If you find it, usually sometimes they're $1 bins, even a complete set.
Yeah, I mean, I got this probably like 75 cents or so.
Yeah, that to me is that is worth. I'm going to buy one. I've had them in the past. I think that's probably a really good book worth getting here. At $11, Old Lady's cutting half of the songs.
Oh, it's
is that really in there? Is that really? I mean, are you playing games? Are you joking, or is that serious?
Old Lady's,
I mean, it's first of all, if you're serious, that's cool, but I didn't know about that.
Wow, super violent.
All right, here's a book I found somewhere. I know it goes for some money. I got this one, I think, in the cheap bin one time. Miss Marvel #1. This is a variant, I believe. I know it goes for about $75, I think.
Okay, that's a nice cover.
Yeah, I mean, yes, it is. I got it. I forget who I bought it from too, but I guess I had this a while ago. But this is you guys see his cover in the cheap bin. This book goes for I think at least $75 or more. So I think it's worth picking up.
Got a question here.
It does sound awesome. Oh wow. Well, if that's the case, then you better get this book.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, let me check something here real quick on the. Nope, get rid of that. 91 degrees tomorrow. That's good to know.
So that book for like $30 or $40 raw or so, or is it more?
Which one? Hit Monkey?
But Hitmonkey.
It's going to be. Oh. Well, the book. I mean, what happened was it did jump up when there was like a talk about some kind of possible optioning. But now with the book is like the book, you can get this one for roughly about $50.
Okay.
It's still gettable. Oh, here comes Hamid. How are you doing? Got Hamid coming to the live stream. Hamid, how are you doing?
Hey.
Good to see you. Welcome aboard, man.
Hi, Sean.
How's everything in the Netherlands?
I'm doing good. It's 3 a.m., but I'm awake.
Yeah, wow.
It's the weekend.
Have a good weekend. Glad you had a good weekend. Yeah, we're here just talking about comics. You know how it goes.
What you guys doing?
So I saw on eBay, so it's about like $50 or so.
Right now, I'm looking at the second print one. See what that goes for now. That should be interesting.
It's like $300. This guy's trying to
exactly. It's $300. $300 because it is kind of hard to come by. Now, the one you also want to look for also is this book. This is a book I bought for a long time. I thought this was the first appearance.
Okay.
Deadpool issue 19. This one.
That's roughly what, $30?
Yeah, this book I bought. I thought this for a long time was the first. Look at that light. That light right by here. Sorry, anything hard to see. I thought this was the first appearance of Hitmonkey for the longest time.
Okay.
But it turned out that there he is. He's back. He's back.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay, Hamid. We're here talking about spec comics. You know, what books to look out for the near future. And
I actually have Hitmonkey.
No, you do have it, number one?
Yeah.
Okay,
but
good.
It's a 7. It's a 7, maybe 7.5.
That's okay. At least you have a copy, right?
Yeah, at least I have a copy. Exactly. I'm collecting it. Like, it's a spec, but I like the character. And I was like, I can get it higher grade if I pay more, but I was like happy enough with a decent.
I got my 7.0 Crow here. I like, you know that? See that Crow? Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy.
I wouldn't mind getting a 7 Crow now.
Well, remember, it's a third print. It's not. Now I do have a first print, but I'm proud of my third print too. I don't mind, because this book, I think the third print is first of all, the third print's rarer than the first print. Yeah. But the first print does get all the love, so it's worth more. All right, we got questions here, guys. Hold on 1 second here. We got here.
Are you guys showing off comics? Because I can grab a bunch.
Grab some. Grab some. We got a Hey Hamid here. Dave from UK Comics.
Dave.
Holy cow.
Kelly.
What's happening, Chief?
Louis.
13th.
Patrick.
Hey, Rob and Sean.
How you doing, Patrick?
There you go. I got my okay, here we go. It says, I guess he said, hope you're good. Hey, we're good. And Hamid. Patrick, how you doing? Oh, we know. We get what you're saying. Greetings. Cool. Awful Adam, how are you doing? Good to see you. Salutations, Slim and Hamid.
Hey, Alf World Adams.
Flexing with 7. Hey, I like my Crow. Now, Sean, do you have a Crow number one?
No, I don't. I want one.
Well, if I had my screen here working like it's supposed to, well, it works, but it won't be. I won't hit getting audio on my side. Right now, I checked eBay today, and there are no cheap copies. I paid $202 for that copy about 2 weeks ago.
7.0, 250.
No, third print, and I think there was a 5.0 for 170 plus shipping and all that stuff too. That one sold immediately after I bought mine. There's a third printing also. If you look on eBay, there's nothing below like $800 for like a copy right now.
Oh, yeah.
there was a third print.
Okay.
8.0 that sold for like $500, and there was a 9.4 that sold for $1,000.
Wow. The higher you go, the more expensive.
All right, Hamid, show us what you got there. Let's talk about it.
Okay, let's start with. I love this character, but maybe we're gonna see him again.
Nice.
Oh yes,
Bishop. Yep.
Bishop. I love this. I love this character and the spec of it because he's such a big character, but he's still so cheap. Like, I was like, I'm gonna get it, and his you have his cameo in his first appearance. So this one is actually his first appearance, but his cover appearance gets more love.
Right.
Hamid.
That's
Now,
the full appearance, I think.
okay, it might be inexpensive raw, but once you put it in a 9.8 slab,
Yeah.
it's inexpensive anymore.
It's expensive.
Exactly.
Keep that in
Exactly.
It is
Thankfully,
not
I
a
have
book
this
in
one.
9.8.
Newsstands. We don't get a lot of newsstands here, so I'm happy with that one. And newsstand, the other one. So I have a set.
Hold on a second. Let me see if I can put you. Let me see if I can highlight with me 1 second. See if I can highlight you here.
That's
Better. That's better.
that's
Yeah.
mine. It's autographed by John Burns and Wilsh Patachio.
Nice.
Yeah. This is up on my my IG account.
Oh,
Well, hold on a second.
So-
Hey, by the way, Cali Comics. I had a caliber. I did have a caliber. I had a 9.8. Up until Awesome Con 2018, I believe, or 2019, I sold it. I bought it for $800. A Caliber Presents 9.8. And I sold it. Yeah, sold it at Awesome Con 2019.
Nice.
I think I got $1,200 for it at the time. I know it's worth more now, but that was then. This is now. Yeah, that black cover is not forgiving at all. That black cover is unforgiving. All right. All right. Okay. Next comic we got here. We got here's one I want to show you guys. If you guys seen this book before, you know what this is, guys?
Spider manga.
That's a manga spider, right? Spider-Man.
Thank you, Spider-Man. Okay, this was my only copy. I had a number of copies of that before, but I during my purge of 2019, I probably had like 5 copies as I sold it. And now these books are getting a little harder to find because everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people are specking on any obscure, weird spider character. It could be Spider Zero. There's so many spider characters. There's Spider-Man India. That book got hot because he's supposed to be in the next Spider-Verse movie with Miles Morales. So if he's any spider character you see, this book cost me, I think, like a couple of bucks. I know it goes for about $20 plus now. If you see this book in the wild, grab it. Me,
Nice.
got anything
Next
there,
one?
sir?
Black Widow issue number 6, the 1 in 10.
Yes, great book. Great
I
book.
grabbed both. I
Me
got
too.
2 of those.
Yeah, 2 copies too.
Yeah.
I got to grab 2 copies.
The
How
first
much-
appearance, Lucy Nugent, Black Widow's apprentice.
How much were they?
I bought these $5 each, so
Oh my
a little
God.
bit above cover price.
Really?
I was like, nab, they're mine.
You're in the Netherlands, right?
Yeah.
So it's €5.
€5 is, I think, like $6.
$20.
About $6.
I'm joking. So it's probably like $8 or $9, probably, or probably like $7 or $8, I guess.
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that. Something
That's
like
much
that.
cheaper. I bought mine. I got 2 copies,
Uh-huh.
and it cost me about, I think for like $13, $14 each. So you got a better
Uh-huh.
deal than me. But
Yeah, my LTS gives a really good deal, like especially if you're a long time patron. Like he
Yes.
could easily like put a normal price on it, but he doesn't. So I'm very thankful because comics gets expensive.
oh,
yeah.
real bad. Even with
Yeah.
comics costing $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10. Thank you, DC, each, right?
Yeah, exactly. Next one, actually, this one is.
Wait, before you go in here, I find me a message.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, watching your stream for a sec. Gotta leave because that cool stuff guy sucks. You believe that? It says here, watching your stream for a sec. Gotta leave because that cool stuff collectible guy sucks. I can't believe it. Thanks, Tom. By the way, Tom is the owner of Barbarian Comics. Please call his store and crank call him. Just kidding, Tom. Don't do that. Here it is right here. I'm not gonna show you his info, but no, it says he's joking. Anyway, so hey, Sean, it's your turn. We're doing show and tell.
Oh, sure.
It might be worth getting.
Got 4.
Nice.
I think, is this the second appearance of Beta Ray Bill versus Thor?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It's a newsstand also.
Ooh, nice. It looks
That
awesome.
is nice.
338.
Now, DF 339. That's a question.
Yep. First appearance of Beta Ray Bill is
He got it on the wall.
somewhere. Yeah, it's right there on the wall.
Hey, in
Right there.
2014 or 2015, you probably think I'm joking, or I'm making this stuff up. I probably had about 30 or 40 copies of 337. I'm sorry, 339.
Wow.
They were 50 cents a piece. At the time, nobody cared about it. I knew this was way before Key Collector people. It was the first. It was the first. His first Stormbreaker, right? So I had, might have been 40 or 50 copies of that book, actually, for 50 cents each. I know, what does it go for now? Like $5-10, I guess, or something. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got guys back, and like up until about 2017, 2018, when people started speccing more on cheaper books. Once again, I was buying books a dime. I mean, literally a dime a dozen, so it wasn't a big deal. What was that, guys? Let's check comments here. All right, greetings. Got that. Ta-da. I mentioned I did have a Caliber. I've had a couple of copies, but the best one I picked up for $800, I think it was on eBay too, was a 9.8.
Nice.
At that time, it was still that. I think you could buy a 9.8 Crow 1. I think it was like, I'm not kidding. I think it was like $900 or $1,000 at the time, and that was about 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, being a black cover. That's true. Yeah, X-Men 282. If you get it, because books we used to laugh at now aren't don't laugh anymore. Yeah, $20.99.
Yep.
The
One too.
last time I seen a book in quarter and dollar bins, it's amazing. I mean, if you've ever been to big Comic Cons like Wizard Chicago near Sean,
Right.
you can buy stuff by the bushel. I mean, I've seen.
I've seen a lot of those like in 50-cent bins
Yes.
before.
Oh, guys, here's a book you look for too. America.
Oh, nice.
Now, this has it has 4 cool things going for it. First, you got America Chavez. Then you have Kate Bishop, right? And you know who this is, right? That's, for those who don't know, that's Lucky the Pizza Dog right there.
Okay.
And to finish it off, it's a Jen Bartel cover too.
Oh, you got it.
Yep.
Nice.
And Amit has a copy too.
You got it. Nice.
This is a Jen Bartel cover. This book it has everybody. I mean, it has, Hawkeye, Miss America, and the Pizza Dog. And this book you can find. I think it has since gone to price. I got this for a couple of bucks because at the time, I mean, nobody cared about it. But I think it goes for probably like $10, maybe a little bit more. I haven't looked in a while. But if you see this book, great cover, people.
Love it.
I like it.
Yeah, no, it's very good. I love it.
You have a friend that owns a comic shop.
Owns a
Okay,
comic
Dave. You must be nice. I have a friend or two. I have a couple friends who own comic shops. They always harass me. 50 pence.
Nice.
Yeah. This book here it's a great cover. I think it's cool. Great. One of my favorite artists and 3 classic characters all together. Pizza Dog, and they're also an old convertible here too. So you see this book for 50 pence, like Dave did, get it.
Buy it all day.
Yeah.
I mean, your turn. What do you got? What do you got for us, sir?
This is a funny thing. I don't know what you guys do previews, but I have, if you can see here, Paper Girls preview, Image Comics,
Really?
and yeah.
That's cool.
Preview book.
I
Oh, that's
was
a preview
looking
book.
through it. I was like, "Yo, that's Paper Girl." Like, I recognize the drawing, and it's like it's nowhere to be found, like on the apps or whatnot. I was just looking through it, and it was a preview of Paper Girls. I was like, okay. I saw a bunch. I saw like 6 copies for $1.50 each, like $1.50 each. I was like, I'm gonna buy it, even though it's like nobody's specking on it or whatnot. I was like, it's a preview, it's coming out, good characters, why not?
By the way, before you go on, first, thanks, Tom. Plus, I'm thumbing down 5 times. Thanks, Tom. I appreciate that. No, listen. What's Paper Girls about? I never really. I had a #1 at one time, but what's the story about? I have no idea. I've never really read it.
It's a sci-fi story. It's like you have to think about Stranger Things type of situation, I think.
Yeah.
I didn't read it.
Yeah, I did hear about it. Was Stranger Things meets something or the other, right? I'm not sure. A Stand By Me. I don't know. Stand By Me, or I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is it's. I know. I haven't read it. I heard it was a good story, and apparently we're gonna like it. So I think that's cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna read it, like for sure.
He said, "Days. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Steady Bunny still running. I stopped at #3. Off-World Adam. I do not know what's up with that book, but if I see one, I'm gonna buy it too, because you never. That's a it's a fascinating story. I have no idea on that one. I have no idea. All right. Who's next?
You want me to go? All right. I'm specking on Terminator. So I picked this one up. Hunters and Killers.
I love that cover. I love that
cool
cover.
man. That's a
That
nice
is a nice cover. Oh, there.
I love it.
You know what, Sean? I've seen those skulls.
Yeah.
The Terminator skulls. I've seen them. If you go to New York Comic Con, people, or any big Comic Con, you tend to see those on display, those like statues, and they're a couple $100. I gotta have one. The shiny, with the red, glowing red eyes.
Like the what? Sideshow collectibles, those head busts or so?
In it, but they're so expensive.
They're expensive. Yeah, they're expensive. But I think since Marvel picked up Aliens, I'm picking up Terminator stuff. So
I would too.
Right, because you never know, because they might pick up Fox, and Fox is don't they have Terminator right now? Or
well, they bought 20th Century Fox and Terminator. I know Predator and Aliens belong to them.
Right.
But I'm not sure who owns Terminator. Right to Terminator. I don't know. That's a good one.
Isn't there like a thing that they can't buy everybody out?
Monopolize.
Well, you're talking about Monopoly. I'm not sure.
Disney nowadays can buy literally everybody. Like,
oh yeah.
Well, they probably could.
Well, they got Star Wars. They got Star Wars.
They probably could. All right, guys. I found this for free. I thought the cover was just so unusual. I had to get it.
Which one?
Punk.
Ooh,
man.
yeah.
It was weird. It was just weird. It's a preview.
Okay.
From down. Wait, but that's a comic. This book right here, I've been specking. I've been warning about this book here for a long time. This probably goes back to, once again, 2019 when I started doing YouTube. Again, I've been pushing this book. Some people have been teasing me about this book too, Franco. If you're watching, this book right here.
Ooh, yeah. Is that Sword? First appearance of Sword?
The Sword.
It's the first full appearance of Abigail Brand as an agent who I think becomes director. I could be wrong on that, of Sword. I think this is the first. Yeah, this is the first appearance of Sword. It is.
That's a cool cover. That's a cool cover.
This is also a classic cover. And by the way, this is it's probably I think it's my last copy. I'm gonna sell it now. This book you could find for a long time for like $1 or $2. I probably had a bunch of copies of this book too. Get some people buy this book before it's too late.
Right.
Now it's a $50 book now, believe it or not. So if you see this book for $10, $20, because MCU is going into space and going into time travel and stuff like that, other dimensions. Well, isn't that Sword's? Their thing is off-worldly stuff. I think the Shield's Earth-based. Sword isn't. So get that book.
Okay. I'm really anxious about what they're gonna do, like Marvel, like what the next step is, because Thanos was the big baddie. I really wonder what the next one is. Like, I don't do like immediate specking because I like the. Actually, it's actually really bad as a collector. You should be specking and knowing everything what they're doing and stuff like that. But I hate the spoiler.
No. You know what? For me, I spec, but it isn't that hard to figure out some things.
Yeah.
People always ask me, how do I know certain things? I read comics. I need to, first of all, Thanos. Oh, really bad story about that one. I actually bought an Iron Man 55 for $20. And I remember at a show, I sold it for like 35. And a week later, the Avengers movie, they had the reveal. I felt sick after that. It was actually it was probably like in very fine condition at the time, because the book wasn't too expensive. I figured, let me get it. And this is my luck. Every time I turn around, for example, this book right here. Show you real quick. This is a book. This is a book I found in the dollar bin for a long time too.
Nice, yeah. Hey, Lopez.
Yes, it is. And this book, for a long time, I probably had about 8 to 10 copies of this book too. It was a dollar bin.
Right.
This first Echo, my friend Stan, who's probably not watching right now. Stan, if you're watching, thumbs up. He probably has a lot more of these than I do. But anyway, I remember I saw during the big purge of 2019. I sold all my copies, and I kept a couple. It's my last one, I think. This book's probably needs to be graded. It looks perfect almost. 98 for like $1,000. I think $1,000 now or 98. I think they're like
$1,000
too. So these books I've been telling about for years to buy. Everybody probably thought I was crazy. I buy this book. One other example. This book spiked and it dropped down.
Mm-hmm.
Remember this one I told you guys I bought?
Prodigy. Okay.
Yeah, this is kind of a joke. This one I do get teased for. I bought 50 copies of this book for $1 a piece.
Damn.
And the cover price is $4.
Yeah.
Now this book has already been optioned. What happened was when it got optioned, the price, it went from like cover to like, I think $10, right? Or $12. Mm-hmm. And then that was the option, I believe, last year or so, whatever. And the price did drop. And I saw a seller had one on eBay. He had 100 copies. I bought 50. This was one of those. He shipped them. The shipping. I think I did a video where I showed it. 12 copies got damaged. I told him, hey, could you take? First of all, he said send them all back. No, I don't want to send them all back. Just send me 12. Send me 11. I'm sorry, 11 copies. 12 copies. Just take them back and give me 12 more. He said no, just keep those, and I'll send you. He sent me like 12 more back, whatever. So I had 61 copies. And this book here, if you guys ever read this book, you'll buy the rest of the series. This is probably one of those. I love, for example, I love the book Fear Case. I like Kanto. This book is probably one of the best reads. This is, by the way, this will be Netflix. They've already cast. I think they started doing the casting for this. It's gonna be a Netflix series. I haven't seen Jupiter's Legacy or any of those books. I've heard mixed reviews on that. This is gonna be insane if they do this right. See, if you see a scene right here, I'll be real brief. He's a super genius. He's so successful at everything. He actually needs to do something in order to get himself motivated. I think every week he gets he gets letters for dares. And this is one of the dares right here. Somebody dared him to, see, he's on the computer here, right? They dared him to take a motorcycle, go through on fire, through like a flaming hoop, over the Grand Canyon and into a wading pool. A kid sent him the dare. He did it. every episode he is, but anyway, he's a super genius. Really good story. It's more than just that. It's just a really cool start off too. So I recommend this book. You can probably find it for cover. So, and this is probably my spec of the year. I got it for $1. So,
Nice.
me.
This is maybe up your alley a bit because Miss Marvel, new character.
Yes.
Red Dagger, got both.
Nice. That is nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
I think
awesome.
that this character's already been announced, right? Or not announced, but leaked, costume leaked.
Yes. There's a couple characters. Red Dagger's one of them. I know that big time.
Yeah.
There's also the character called. Apparently, he's a clone of Tesla, I think, or something. And I think it's or I forget the name of the character. I don't have the comic right in front of me right now. I have a couple copies. It's Miss Marvel number 5, I think, and it's the first appearance of a character who is well, I'll talk about the next video. But first, let me do this real quick here. So you guys can get a lot of comments here.
Questions there, yeah.
Yeah, let's see that cover. Oh, by the way, if anybody wants to contribute to the channel, I appreciate it. There's a super chat. There's also a super sticker. The super sticker will get. You can actually choose a what do you call it? Emoji if you want to. But anything, if you can't, that's fine. But if you could, I appreciate it. It helped me go toward getting my system here up and working right. Because for some reason I'm having trouble with my computer. If you can't, that's fine. But if you could, I appreciate it. All right, comments here. Hey, Manny, how you doing there?
Hey, Manny, how's it going?
Good to see you, sir. What we got here? Flash flip side, apparently Buffy. Yes. Yeah, exactly. I watch that too. I do watch a lot of the other comic speculator channels and all the top 10s. And you're right. Anybody, if you see any Buffy season 10 books, any of them, I think might be the later ones too, or whatever. I'm not sure I worked, but the last 10 books are like, I think 20 through 30 are really hot right now. So if you see those books, get them.
Or the which one was it? Presents
Buffy season 10. Buffy season 10. What's
Dark
that?
Horse Presents, right?
Yeah, Dark Horse. I think the reason why is they changed companies. They went from Dark Horse to whatever the current company, comic company they're with now. That's the reason why it's the last. And usually, how it works is if you see whenever a comic, like maybe not so much anymore, but I think in the 90s when a lot of comics came to, like G.I. Joe came to an end, the last few issues are what people don't care about. I think during the 90s, people didn't care about comics. They didn't print as many, and of course, they're scarce. People didn't care about them. And that's when people have comics during the mid 90s. Everybody's back trying to find those issues, and they can't find them, and they're super expensive. So, what got here? Punk Mambo is not delay. I know here in California. Dan, okay, so there you go. Wouldn't surprise me either. We got here Chef R.D. Harris.
Chef.
What's up? All right, next. They're thinking Amelia Clark might play. Oh, yes, right. Good to know. We got here. Expect for me means staying ahead of seller price before they get hot. Hey, Kelly Comics, right about that. As far as how I figure out what books to get, I'm not gonna lie to you. I do use Key Collector for some things. I mean, I said I was specking way before that, and it's a good we're trying to keep ahead of the curve. It's tough sometimes.
I use it usually more for like the characters and stuff like that, just to know if there's an opinion or not.
Yeah, I mean you're right. I use for new books. I can't figure out which. Also sometimes I'll find a really cool storybook too that I didn't know about. I mean, I do find other books in there too, but generally it's books that you're right. Books that that have really good stories too. Bad Avenger.
Hey, Bad Avenger, how are you?
Carl is in the house. Good to see you, Carl. How you doing, Carl? Carl's here. By the way, a lot of my key books I got from Carl. Carl is the spec meister. The guy he's awesome. I wish he had his own channel. He probably have 1 million subscribers right now, right, Carl? I mean, Carl is awesome. Ion Comics. Whenever I go to a show, his booth is always busy. They ignore mine. They always go to him because he knows what to buy. So, Johnny Funko, how are you doing there, sir?
Hey, Johnny, how are you?
And A Fear Case, I believe, ended at issue 4. Great series. I hope to see it on the screen, but you never know. I thought it was really cool. By the way, I think the writer for that was Matt Kine, and he also does. He's also the writer for Berserker, also, and some other really good books too. So anything he does so far, I like. You know, everybody likes Tinian, whatever his name is. Matt Kine is good too. This is the best series at this moment. You know, it's funny. I've not read Stray Dogs. Have you guys read Stray Dogs, Sean? I know you have the books.
Yeah, I read Stray Dogs. Stray Dogs is really good. Don't let the cuteness of the dogs, the story sells the book.
Is it really that good? I mean, people they're swearing by saying it's awesome. I've heard that.
It's a good read. Yeah,
like a Disney book, like literally.
It's drawn like a Disney book, but the story is really good.
All right, he sold me. I'm gonna go by the village store and find with the cup. I keep seeing it, and I look at the cover and I can't take it seriously. But they swear by it.
Yeah, exactly. I have the same thing.
I see the cover and I don't take it seriously, but people they're telling me I'm getting messages saying, "Hey, this really is good."
I get
like fruity vibes. I'm like,
don't let the cuteness fool you. It's really good.
1 second, we go. 1 second, guys. We got ha, Dave. Silver Coin's my vote for best card. I've read. Now, Sean, you have Silver Coin too, right?
I have the first issue.
I've heard that one either.
I heard it was good. I read the first issue. It's decent. Right. I have to pick up issue 2. I haven't got issue 2 yet.
Hey, Chip, how you doing, sir?
Hi, Chip.
Ben Avenger. Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that. Before you go, I'll show you what I have here. I brought some books here just to remind you guys. I did get a message about the Flipside guys. They're talking. There's a guy out there who I really enjoy. I watch him on YouTube. He's on there with some other guys who I know. And they were doing a topic was bubblegum covers. And you guys know that's one of my favorite. I love homage covers, or not homage. I like those too. But also like somebody said that blowing bubbles and chewing gum is kind of an American thing, I guess. I mean, it's worldwide, but
that's my bubblegum cover right there.
I have that cover too. I have a couple here to show you guys.
Do you have Something Is Killing the Children number 13?
Yeah, I have that one too. So yeah, I have this one too. I got this one.
Nice.
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn. Yep.
That's one.
Foil. Is that the foil cover?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's one. I have this one here. I got it for a couple of bucks. Harley Quinn.
Nice.
Bubble. I have this one. Sorry about the glare, guys. If this light right here, you see that one?
Yep.
All right. I do an angle here, I guess. There you go. Maybe you can see better this way. All right. And of course, we have here one of the most famous ones of all. We have Jubilee. Jubilee is really well known for her bubblegum covers. I bet you. Can you guys spot the bubblegum right here, cover part here? See the bubblegum?
Loose head?
Yeah, well, these are actually right here. This wait. This one here, there's a bubblegum head right there, I think. You see it?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, there's that one there.
I think from the same issue, there's like a bubblegum cover of a bubblegum, like a bag of bubblegum.
Oh, you mean this one? Wait a second. I'll be there in a second. There's this one. Also,
that
also you're talking about this one right here, Jubilee Choose.
Yeah. When I saw that, I had to think of it like I thought about you. Like Rob probably has this one.
Rob does have that one, and also I have a couple other ones I have in my display case. I have some expensive ones too. I have there's a Sana Takata cover. It's actually X-Men 92 number issue 2 or 3. I forget what number it is, but it has Jubilee. They're in a car. Jubilee has her head she's upside down, she's lying down, has her head resting on Gambit's lap, and she's blowing a bubble, and Gambit's like putting his finger through her bubble. Somebody said that's kind of a suggestive cover, I think, or something. Basically, I should have it here with me. Actually, 1 second. Show you real quick. It's this cover. I'll show it to you. It's I think it's Sana. I think it's Sana Takada. X-Men. See if it's in here. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Here's the cover too. Here's the cover. See that? Oh, Carl sent me a picture too. Hold on 1 second here.
Ah,
There's
okay.
see that comic right there?
Okay.
See
I
Jubilee.
get what they mean with suggested.
You see Jubilee.
Yep.
He's putting his finger through her bubble.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
This was a suggestive cover.
Okay.
Anyway, this book goes for about $75. I know that. Well, these books generally go for like a couple of bucks. There's a couple of them. Like this one goes for $75. I think it's a 1 in 50, I think, too, or 1 in 25.
Okay.
And then there's some really famous ones here. Let me see what Carl sent me. 1 second. Send me a picture here. Oh, okay. What is this? Oh, another book. Thanks, Carl. 1 second. It's a bubblegum cover too. Apparently, Jubilee has. It's hard to see, but she's blowing a bubble here too. See that?
Okay.
What comic is that? Oh, it's X-Men. It's X-Men 92 number 3. Okay, that's cool. Okay, didn't know that. Thanks, Carl. I appreciate it. That's awesome. That's awesome. It's also one of the most famous ones. Oh, there's also a really cool. This one I cannot afford. You'll see why when you see the book in a second. It's a famous book. I'd love to have it in my collection. I wouldn't sell it. This is one I probably would keep. It is Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel one.
Yes.
On the roof.
Yeah, that one. That one is.
That's an expensive one.
Yeah, that's a raw one for $750. If you want to buy it for me.
Yeah, that one's expensive.
This one is $750 raw, and you see there it's $750. And the greater ones are oh boy, they're even more fun.
Is it 9.8? It's like $3,000 or something like that.
Jesus
yes,
Christ.
it is. Yes, that's
What
why.
is it? Is it like a ratio or?
Yeah, it is. I think it's a 1 in 50.
1 in
And,
50 or 1 in 100?
It might be it might be 1 in 100. That might be one. You're right. That price is probably 1 in 100. And there's one that's actually just as famous as that one. That would be it's actually a cool bubblegum cover. It is Outlawed number 1.
Mm.
You know about that one, right? The red cover?
Yeah. Is that the one, the coronavirus one?
Yes. The Amanda
Yeah,
red cover.
I think you showed it to me. You had it, right?
I know. I still have it. It's in my display case.
Yeah. I was so jealous, man. Oof. That's a good cover.
I got that from Carl. Carl, thank you.
That's
Here's
a high
the
school
cover.
picture, right?
Here's the cover here. Yeah, here's the cover.
Yeah,
Now, Riri
exactly.
this time Riri has a bubble gum here. Riri, she's like chilling out. Someone said that it's just on the show on the flip side. They're saying that they're all like kind of like look at Miles' reaction. Like they're all like, "You want a picture now?" You know, and it's that kind of a look they had. They're like not ready or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that a Frism cover? Or is it?
It's actually Amanda Rudd. I'm not sure if she is.
Okay.
I mean, but you're right. It does have that look to it. But Amanda Rudd. That book came out. What happened was the reason why the book it's not rare, but it is hard to find. I'm not sure how many copies are out there. I know it's probably under 1,000. The reason behind that book was because of course what happened was during the pandemic. That's when shops are closing and ordering stopped. People weren't ordering as many comics, and as a result, not many were. And that's a 1 in 50. And remember, they probably didn't order many of them. So, I believe when it came out, I paid $4.50 for that book. Carl paid about $54. I know that. You told me so. But I was happy to get it because it was really hard to find. I know right now that raws go for about $3.50, and the prices have dropped somewhat. I think the 9/8s are like $1,300 now. If you want to get one now, it's actually it's a bargain right now. It's $1,300 for a 9/8, I think. So it's actually, this one here.
What a bargain, man.
This one actually, I take that back. This one's $27.50. Never mind. I thought it was cheaper. I guess.
Still pricey.
Yeah. All right, let's go through a couple things here. Cherokee Metal, how are you doing? Yeah, I heard that. Stray Dogs is far. I heard that it's far from cute.
It's a good read. I like it.
Second issue is way better. I'm about to read it now. I mean, you guys have convinced me to read it.
Pick it up, Rob.
You guys, Prodigy. I swear. I don't swear, but I swear to God, read the first issue. You'll buy the rest of them. I think there's 6 in the series. It's an insane book. It's as good as anything else. It's as good as Fear Case. It's as good as, I mean, like it's. And by the way, ENIAC is a great read too. I know people are upset with that book. They hate it because they can't find it. But the first issue you can find, because the should still be, the second printing, whatever they call it, but not first printing, you get for cover price. The other ones should be gettable, I think. Because I went to my shop. I think issue 2 might be gone, but issue 3 is still available. If you look online, it should be probably like $10 or whatever. But anyway, ENIAC's good, but this Prodigy book, I swear, if it's as good as, I'm not going to pull it out here, but here it is. If this is good, this is as good as I think it's going to be. This is going to be an insane story. So, questions here. Let's see. With game, but yeah, that's a really popular book. The Sarah Takata cover. Carl, thanks, sir. Like the artwork. Okay. All right. Hamid, you got anything to show us before I start showing more stuff here or whatever?
Yeah, I got a few more books, like 3.
Ooh, I like that one. Yep.
Nice.
What'd you pay for it? I'm curious. What'd you pay for it? $1? $2?
How much?
Yeah.
$10.
I got to know.
Under $10.
That's good. I mean, that book, for those who don't know,
it's not expensive. I see here like $45.
Yeah, I mean, and that's raw. In 98, it goes for a lot more than 98. I know that. It's that's FF. That's 353, right?
Yeah, 353, and this is actually very good. Very good. Well, no, hold up. Yeah,
Spine ticks.
It's not a 9.8.
Well,
but
the reason why it may not be high grade. That was a 25-cent, 50-cent book for a long time.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me rapid fire through this.
1 second here. This can't be right. Well, check for the price here. It says here $1,300 for this one. Let me look at sold here real quick. Sorry to interrupt you guys, but I saw a price here on that book that Hamid showed us. I couldn't believe. $1,300? No, Mike, look at this. And we're 9.8. Look at that.
1,300.
I saw when I looked on eBay. There's only 198 available right now, but this is the current sale prices on that book: 500, 500, 500, 455.
Hey, not bad.
98
going up.
What? Oh my god!
I don't know about the character if he's any good, but I mean the actor is funny as hell. So.
Oh, this is probably why I'm popular at shows. I bring comics to sellers sometimes. I don't check the prices, all the time in every book I have. I mean, I know the obvious stuff. But I'll bring some spec books there, and also I'll put like $5, $10 on them. Of course, people come and buy them all, and then somebody told me the book's going for this now. I go, I didn't know that. good on them for finding a really good deal. I guess I don't know. I had for example, I had a Godzilla one, the '70s one. I knew about price variance, but I didn't know that one like the Godzilla from the '70s, the red number one. I had about 10 copies. Actually, probably more than 10 copies of that book too. And I didn't know about 35-cent variance. I mean, I knew about it, but I didn't care about it. I didn't think Godzilla had a big deal. I had a 35-cent Godzilla variant. Price variant. I had a price I think I had a price like $20. The guy goes, Rob, this book's like $100. I go, yeah, well. He found it for that price. Good on you. And he found it. I don't do unless it's like $1,000. I don't say, oh, I can't sell for that. I've seen people do that too. People, I've been burned by people who like I finally get a really good book. This book here is like $10. It's like $5. Not $5. And that's for $20. He goes, why is it for $20? I go, yeah, but you have 10 here. He goes, well, I don't care what I put there. But I try not to do that. I try. I mean,
he said, I don't care what I put there.
If it was $500, I would say I totally understand. But if it was like $5 or $10 more. Is it worth that? You know, that kind of like, yeah.
So he changed the price like when you went to check it out, he changed the price for you, like.
No. When I sold the guy, I had like 10 copies at the show.
No. The guy where you bought the.
Oh, I didn't buy it. Okay, sorry. Actually, one guy I think will get me pretty. Guy upset me, but he made it good though. I was actually in California. It was at the WonderCon. By the way, WonderCon is awesome. I have a great time there in Anaheim, California. Great show. If you haven't gotten there, I think San Diego Comic-Con. I think it's like their comic show because their regular San Diego Comic-Con is not a Comic-Con anymore. It's an entertainment hub thing, whatever. Anyway, I found a Thor 146. It has the origin of the Inhumans at the back of the book. It's like a 2-story book. I want to look at the condition. He had guy $20 on it. I go, what is this? I open it up, look at the condition. I open the front cover and I go, oh, 2 covers, right? A double cover. The guy goes, oh. I think the guy next to me goes, look, it's a double cover. And the guy heard me. He goes, oh, well, I said, well, you know, on the price. He goes, nope. I said, what? He goes, yeah, no. He said that's I think he said $100. I go, yeah, he had $20. He said, he saw I was upset. He goes, well, I think I had like how he goes. He gave me such a good. Maybe I was upset with him first, but he gave me such a good deal. I couldn't. I was like, well, okay, whatever. I mean, that's fine. He made it good. He made it good. I wasn't happy for about a minute there. I was like, oh god, here we go again.
Yeah, it happened to me actually. Like I went to a comic book store, and I found Thanos number 15. I think 5th print. That was the.
I know what it was.
Silver Surfer.
I know about that. Yes, exactly.
Oh, so that was Cosmic Ghost Rider? First Cosmic Ghost Rider?
I think
13 is the first Ghost Rider.
13's a yeah.
Oh, yeah. And 15 is the Silver Surfer, right? The
Silver Black? Yeah.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's the 15 one. It was the Thanos cover with all the mirrors. Anyway, yeah. I found 3 issues, and they were all priced, and they were all $5, like a little bit above cover price. No, but I went to the cashier and I was like, yeah, I want to buy these, and he was looking at me like, why do you want 3 issues? That doesn't happen too often here. Like I was like, and then he literally looked it up. He went on eBay and he saw the price difference and he was like, I can only sell you one for that price. I was like, God. And I was searching, digging for hours. Like when I dig, I do a whole afternoon. And those were the gems of the day. Like I was pretty happy with those. And then, yeah, that happens. I was like, oh my God, I'm never gonna come here again.
I don't like those places. Yeah, they jack up the price.
They change right there.
That is awful. By the way, David, I've talked to David a long time. I still have his books here. He never claimed them. Look what he has here. These are not my books, by the way. They've been here for about 6 months, I think. They're still in my house.
Get your books.
Pick up your books. You're gonna sell them.
Hey, I'll take that one.
Oh no!
I'll take that one too.
Oh no! Damn.
These have been in my house for 6 months.
Can I hold them for you?
I kid you not. Of course, Tom got his books back. Of course, you know he got the 2 World by Nights 32s, the Hulk 180 and 181. And Tom did claim his books after, and I was hoping he'd forget about those too. Just kidding, Tom. No, that's David. He knows me. He's been in my house for 6 months. I think he knows though. Hope he's not watching. Anyway, he's pretty back here in the shelving here. Anyway, guys, this book right here. I got this. This book actually spiked for a little while. This is a great cover. Did you guys see I'm sure you saw the Black Panther movie with. Remember the scene with. Of course, they put him in his Black Panther outfit at the waterfalls when he lost to Killmonger. I saw this on somebody's channel, and I forget who it was. But I looked online. This book was, I think, Tom, it was like this book was going for, it was for sale for like $4. So I bought like a couple copies, and then within a week, maybe it might be 2 weeks later, the book's going for $100 a piece. It's a second print cover, second print.
Wasn't there a variant one?
See, second print variant. See that?
Second print variant.
Anyway,
Nice.
but you can buy. I mean, the price you can buy for $30 now. I know that, but you hit $100 at one time.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, that's a nice.
and also for those who were earlier here, I was talking to Sean about this book right here. You know about this book, right? What's special about this book? You know what's special about this book, right?
First meeting.
First meeting of Shuri and Miles Morales. I found this at Barbarian Comics, Tom. I think it's costing a couple of bucks. Anyway, I think it has Spidey a little bit. And also, guys, I found this. I got these. I kid you not, for free.
Nice.
You know about this book, right?
No.
It's the first Soviet super soldiers. The rumor is we're going to see Ursa Major in the movie.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure who's Vanguard. Is it him? I know this is Red Dynamo. Maybe this is Vanguard. I'm not sure, but Ursa Major. Go see his character. And this book's going for $50 now.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This wasn't free. Got these for $1 a piece.
Can I get it for cover price?
Not even it was actually
$1 a piece, and it's like $50.
And they're both newsstands too, which is cool.
Nice.
Jesus.
Thank you, Daryl.
Nice.
Nice pickup.
Oh, and also another book you guys need to look out for too. This book.
Pulse.
Impulse?
No, Pulse. You know what's special about this book, right? I found these in Dollar Bin, by the way. This is issue number 11. That's the one you want to get to. You can see it here. It was issue number 11. There it is, issue 11. And this is the first cover appearance of Danny Cage.
The baby, right?
Luke Cage and Jessica Jones' daughter.
Nice. Is she going to be like the new here, the new generation?
I know. Listen, I'm not sure what's going to happen with her. All I know is I know there was a Avengers #1 book. I'm not sure which one it was, but it had her as Captain America, for example. That was one book I recall seeing, and I think she was something else too. I think I don't recall which one it was, but let's move on to the next book here. Spider-Man India. You know about this book?
I've been looking for that book. Can't find it.
I have a couple copies of this book. Another one I bought them recently. I bought this a few months ago before it spiked. This is one I had buy 10 copies of this book too. Any spider character I could find it 2 or 3 years ago, I was buying it by the bushel. This book was, you could buy it on eBay for $1, I guess, plus shipping. I was trying to find somebody who had multiple copies. I think I found one guy who had 2 or 3 copies. I even had a couple of sets of this book too. Another book that's this book is out. I think it's $40, $50 plus now. I think too.
Nice.
If you see a book in dollar bins, ladies and gentlemen, get it. This book is still available. Sometimes it's still in the dollar bins. If you go to a big show, maybe I guess this summer, look for this book right here, Spider-Man India #1. I can't recommend this book enough.
Mm-hmm.
You got something to show us? You mean?
3 more books. This was actually last week. Silk, second printing.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that one. I was looking for that one. Is that Rose Besh?
That's a
Rose
second
Besh, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a 1 in 25. Yeah, second printing, first issue.
Oh, 125, okay.
Yeah,
nice.
This is this has the green. I have the red one, like the first print, but this is the 1 in 25.
Nice.
How much is that one? I never even saw it to buy it. How much was it?
It's not that expensive. I think I don't even know. Actually, I don't know. But usually they float around $30.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Next one, this one you may not know.
And you are correct. I do not know.
What's that Jay Lee cover, right? Dune? Is that Dune?
Yes. Yeah, that is Dune.
I
The
got
new
it.
issue. This is a one per store variant.
That's a nice cover. Yeah.
I love it.
Nice.
Wanted it. I need to actually get the first issue, like the one from the 90s or 80s. But
Oh,
yeah.
the one from the late '80s, I think.
Yeah.
Dune, dollar book too. I think it's since spiked up. I remember I had a copy a few months ago. I found it for like $1 or $2 or whatever. Dune #1.
Yeah, exactly. It may like even if it spikes, but if it stays low, I would like to have it. Just in my collection. And
Yeah.
this one,
Yes.
Yep. Something's good.
I have a few issues of copies of these. This is the 8th print.
Yeah.
You could only get it with Berserker #2 and #1. If I'm not
Yes.
mistaken.
Yes.
So you had the
Although-
special slip.
But it wasn't low. It wasn't a low print book. I know that, but it's still a cool book nonetheless. I have 2 copies
No,
myself.
exactly. It's not a low print. I just wanted a #1. I have the foil one. Actually, I sent the foil one to CGC to get graded,
Nice.
just because I wanted one of those graded. Those are the comics. I can grab a bunch more, but
All right, well, we'll go through questions too. Once we get the comments here, we'll get to Sean. Think Kamara come back? You know what? It's possible. It's possible he might come back. Remember, he died. It's one of those things where he died, but we never saw a funeral. We never saw, they could have. There you go. Awesome book. Awesome read. Awesome book. It's one of the things where even though he died, like I said, we never saw a funeral. We never saw. They could, retcon him back in some, bring him some wax. Could he come back? Sure. All right, Cherokee Metal. I'm telling you about, you're right about that. Your dollar bins are getting tougher and tougher to find.
Yeah.
So they're getting. All right, Sean.
All right. So speaking on Punisher,
Ooh,
wearing the War Machine armor.
nice. That is an awesome cover.
nice.
This is a small wood variant. Punisher 218.
I think I have a Punisher here too. Like, let me see.
Love this cover. This is a nice cover. So yeah,
It's a great cover.
Punisher. So Marvel is waiting for how long? 5 years before Punisher they get Punisher.
No, I think they are. It's funny. It's been a couple years since he's been on Netflix, right?
Yeah. So I mean, I think they're
Yeah,
done with
2 years.
Netflix. So Marvel's should get the rights back to Marvel, right?
I hope so. Well, I'm sure we'll see. We'll see. I hope they use him too. So I hope we see him.
Yeah.
So,
So
I
yeah.
have this one.
Oh, that's a nice one.
that one is cool. That one is cool as woo.
I have that one too.
I don't have that one.
That's a nice one. I have that one too.
Yeah.
That is a nice one.
I want to get that one signed. Like shit. When I saw him portrayed as Punisher, I was like, damn, that is the perfect Punisher. I wanted to see a good Punisher again.
How much does that one cost? And I know it's going. I know it's going up. I know it's since going up. But what did it cost originally? It was a cover price or?
$10.
$10. Oh, I got mine for cover price when it came out. So not bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's one for you guys. Remember I showed you guys the bubblegum covers? Here's my next fetish right here. I picked up something else I talked about probably about months ago. And you guys have seen the cover of Tomb of Dracula, right? You know the one where he's carrying the girl, Tomb of Dracula #1, right? Well, I have some more of those homage style covers here, like you know Crisis from Infinite Earths, right? Crisis,
Right.
You know the cover, right? You know this book right here, right?
Yeah, Death of Supergirl.
Yeah.
Mm.
Classic cover. Am I wrong? There's also a Walmart cover too. Like
You don't got Walmart here.
All right. There's this one right here. And you know that you see his cover here, right? This actually is Superman right here, by the way, too. It's not Supergirl. This is Supergirl right here. And this is the first appearance of Pink Kryptonite.
Oh,
It turned him into a girl. I didn't know that. First appearance of
didn't
Pink,
it turn Superman into a woman or something like that?
So,
Pink Kryptonite does that. That's the reason why this is actually it's Superman here. It's
so
Supergirl.
it makes him into a woman.
Yes.
Yeah, it turns into a woman.
Kryptonite. There's this one right here. So I got this one here too. It's a cool cover. Hulk.
Red Hulk.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That homage style cover, you know. We're up by night, right? Or whatever. Dracula by night, whatever. Of course, I have this one right here too. Deadpool.
Is that the Marvel homage cover? The
Yeah.
death of Marvel.
Well, it's that style. It's called. The term is called. You're right. It's called. If you ever see, there's a Michelangelo statue called La Pieta. That's the term called. That's what this is called. Like, for example, also we have this one, Mars Attacks and Red Sonja.
I think I saw
Right.
that. That's pretty recent, right?
Yeah. And we have this one right here. Yeah, Forbidden Planet here. That's where this one came from. Forbidden Planet. This is Mars Attacks, and here's the Forbidden Planet.
Nice.
Robbie the Robot.
I'm not gonna lie, I love me a homage cover. Like,
There's another one here too. Different girl. And we have this is a Vertuba Dracula style cover, I guess. Sonia Devereaux cover. And of course we have here Humanoids. And this book was expensive, I know that. This book runs about $80 right here.
Never seen
But
that before.
The king of them all, though, is going to be this book right here.
Nice.
This book is insanely rare. I got this from Carl. Thanks, Carl. For $25. This book right here. It's called Tales from the Fringe. If you go on eBay, try to find this book. I think it's like $200, believe it or not.
that's the
Tales-
pink one, right?
Tales from the Fringe number 4. Look it up. It's insane. I think it's 200. I think it's 200. I haven't took this book in a while. It's $200. Tales from the Fringe 4. Yeah, there's one here for. Well, sorry, it's a 9.8 for $200, and that's it. Got this from Carl. Carl, I said Carl knows all of the cool, the hard to find issues. And there are no sales on this book at all. There's one. There's also one. Actually, the price came down. There was a raw one for $200 too, I think, at one time. Super rare homage cover here. Tales from the Fringe. Of course, this is the Crisis. Let me see here. Homage cover here. Where is it?
Is that from the TV?
Of course, it's the opposite. It's the opposite of this one. Of course, it's the opposite of this one.
Right.
This one is super rare. This one is not. This one. First of all, you'll never find for sale. I don't know how Carl had 2 copies. I'm never figure it out. Carl had 2 copies.
Nice.
I got this one from him though. You got anything else? You got anything else for me?
I got this one. Beautiful.
Oh, I love that one. I love that one. That is cool.
Yeah.
That is cool too. Too cool for school.
I actually love this one. This is actually a really good one. Like, I love this cover. Whenever I see it, I just buy it straight up.
It's her origin too.
Nice.
All right,
I have this
cool.
actually signed on the inside. Let me grab a bunch more. Like,
We're happy to go through the questions here. Stray Dogs, Rita liked it. You saw that one. Carl, I am not going to Jersey tomorrow. That's when the show is. I know it's a good show. Actually, Carl, when is that show? I have no idea. I'm assuming tomorrow, but no, I'm not going to that show tomorrow. That's a 3-hour drive. I'm not going there tomorrow. All right.
How many shows do you guys have over there? You guys got a lot of shows.
Remember, guys. We live like where I can go to Virginia. Some people go to North Carolina, which is about a 4 or 5 hour drive. Of course, there's Virginia. There's a number of shows there. Maryland, there's shows in Maryland. DC, there's not many shows. It's only show in DC is going to be Awesome Con, which is in August. There's Delaware. There's Pennsylvania, which isn't too far away. There's New Jersey. I mean, there's a lot of shows in that region. You know, Delaware, it's about an hour drive to Delaware. The Philadelphia show, it's about a 2.5 2-hour drive, stuff like that. There's a lot of shows to go to. A lot of small shows and a few big shows, obviously, too. Yes, it is. It's for $1. We already talked about that one. Yep, talked about that one. Shark covers are pretty cool. I agree with that, Cherokee. Yeah, I didn't know about that. I think I'm not sure where I got mine from, but I think I got it pretty cheap too. Yeah. Carl, when is that show? When is that show? Is it tomorrow? I mean, I'm not going tomorrow, but curious. Because I think me to go to Delaware, to New Jersey, it's about it could be a 2-hour, 2.5 hour, 3-hour drive. It depends where in New Jersey it is. If it's near New York, it could be a 4-hour drive. You know. But Sean, how long a drive is New Jersey from your place? About 10, 12 hours?
Like probably, close to 8 to 10 hours. Because when we drove to Niagara Falls, it was like 8 hours.
Yeah.
So somewhere around there.
Yeah. And to me, that's much. You can't make it right.
You gotta fly. You gotta fly.
New Jersey.
Stop making me cry. You're gonna make me cry. Stop it.
Yeah, we call it Dirty Jersey. That's what we call New Jersey. Dirty Jersey. No offense to those who are in New Jersey. I apologize. We call it Dirty Jersey.
Okay, I got a bunch more comics.
For 1 second, Dave, I have some things you collect I can't show on YouTube. I got some pretty cool stuff Carl knows about. I collect some stuff too. I collect some actually, okay, I have a painting. Actually, I'm a from. I don't think it's awful to show it. I have a really cool painting I got from a comic book artist. His name is Ken Landgraf. He actually did Marvel and DC comics in the late 70s and 80s. And I bought some of his prints. I went to the Philadelphia Comic Con show. A guy had a painting. It was a Ken Land. It was $100, and it has I got it framed. I think it's worth more than $100. It was a painting, and it was a painting of Human Torch. You know Toro. You know who Toro is, right, guys? You know the Human Torch and Toro. You know who Toro is, don't you? You guys don't read Golden Age comics, right?
I don't have too many Golden Age comics though.
Toro is a sidekick, like Captain America has Bucky. The Human Torch has a flaming partner named Toro. Anyway, the painting has a picture of Toro and Human Torch flaming Nazis, and there's a picture of Hitler standing in the middle like this. Get all these swastikas in the background. I'm not gonna show that on YouTube. But it's a really cool painting.
I don't know. I think I can show that on YouTube. It's like Nazi symbolism, but
I could, but I don't want to offend anybody. Everybody gets.
Yeah, exactly.
I have other things too. I can't. I have a lot of like horror comics I would not show on YouTube from and stuff like that. But a lot of cool stuff I can't show because it's probably not super cool, whatever. As far as the covers.
Yeah.
I guess I'll start a different YouTube channel for that stuff. I have that one too, by the way. I know the book that is Hamid. I have that one too. Show me what it is. Go ahead.
Is that the Greg cover?
Maribel 5. Yeah, dude, Doug, I've already shown it. Go ahead and show it. You can show it.
That's the Greg Horn cover. Show it.
Yeah, it's cool. I have that one. I've shown it on YouTube. By the way, I did. I put that comic. I put that comic on a part of a what's it called? I put it on a part of a thumbnail. It got pulled down. YouTube pulled it down.
No way.
I put a bunch of Good Girl art comic books. The Good Girl she's a character. Usually, it's like a young, pretty girl lady who wears skimpy clothing, who's a gun mole or a temptress, or a bad cookie or whatever. That's what for those who collect Golden Age comics, there's a term called good girl art. It's really popular. You've seen some of the comics, like in the Golden Age. I think there's some expensive comics, by the way, too, from those characters, like Phantom Lady and things like that. Anyway, this. There you go. Some of these comics, like I said, but the new stuff is pretty racy. I mean, like the old stuff's pretty racy too. But anyway, make a long story short, I put all the good girl art covers on the thumbnail, right? Nothing really bad, except maybe that book may have been the one that took it over the edge. I got an email from YouTube saying you can't put up. They have an algorithm that goes through and checks out things. You can't put up on your thumbnail those kind of comics. So
well, I put a thumbnail of Red Monica Battle Chasers cover that showed her behind.
Yeah.
It got pulled like right away.
Pulled too.
I showed that Red Monica behind, and it got pulled like really quick.
And what's worse is I'm monetized. You guys realize whenever I put a video up now, they put a new thing up where you guys are monetized. Well, Sean's not monetized yet. Neither you, Hamid. It takes about anywhere from like 15 minutes to 2 hours or whatever. It's gotten better. At first, it was a pain in the neck. First, I do a copyright check, right? By the way, anybody playing music in their videos, make sure it's copyright free, because once you get monetized, those videos that you put, like say you put like music from the radio or music you like, if you haven't paid, if it's not free, or like I know YouTube has a free library you can pull music from them, which is fine. Then there's a couple guys who've already done it. But if it isn't copyright free music, once you get monetized, those videos, you'll get the alert saying the videos, you can keep it up if you want, but all the money that videos that go toward the copyright person, the person who owns the right to the music. So, but you can take it out though. But of course, you may ruin your video, because once your video's on YouTube, you can't you can't alter it in video. Once it's uploaded, you can either keep it or delete it. But you can they did make a tool where you can actually take the music out. But of course, it ruins your video, but it ruins your video's audio. So I have one video where actually I think it's the Denimburst one where I actually had to take out part of the intro. So I use some music from Epidemic Sound, whatever music, and I uploaded it, but I never joined Epidemic. I think I did a trial, but I never joined. I used it, and they had a little thing saying, "Hey, this song is you can't use." I've got a couple of alerts like you can't use this music, or no, you can use it, but all the proceeds from this video will go toward Epidemic Sound or the artist. So be careful with images. Images aren't too bad, but don't copy somebody's video. But the audio is where you get into trouble. Music, especially music, they can detect it right away. So anyway.
No car radios.
Well, no, what you do is actually what you do about that is what I do is you can just mute that part. If you're doing if you're in the car, you don't want to play the music because it's copyrighted. You're right. But you can just what you can do is you can of course you already uploaded it. I was thinking if you haven't uploaded it yet, what you do is you just mute it and just do a voiceover.
Right.
Or whatever. Or just put your own music in there or whatever. If you want to, I mean, you can buy copyright-free music, but I think it's like $10 a month or whatever for different programs, different prices. But it's worth it. Anyway, enough about copyright stuff, and that always frustrates me. Back to comics, guys. Sean, you got anything else you want to show us?
Let's see here. Okay, Apocalypse. I think.
Me too, Dave.
When they come back, I think when Marvel gets Apocalypse and X-Men,
he needs to be rebooted.
He needs to get a major reboot. So I'm specking on this one to go up when they reboot it. So
how many copies do you have, guys? I mean, how many copies?
I have two. All right,
that's the one I was buying when it was like $2 for $1. That's another book, the X Factor 5 or 6. Was that 5 or 6?
It's 6. Yeah.
6. I had 40-something copies of that book too. I sold some on the spec. I kept the rest. I ended up dumping the rest. I was so frustrated. Movie was such a flop. I think I had 30 left. I just pretty much gave them away.
I saw that from a mile away. Like I hate, like I didn't even want to see the movie. I got pulled by my brother. He was like, "Come, let's go, let's go. It's X-Men." I was like, "No, I don't want to see it. It's Fox. It's garbage." And
They did a good job. They did a good job with the X-Men in general, but just certain movies. For example, the movie the first Class was good, right?
It's okay.
First Class was good. The only thing I hated when they killed that character that can absorb or change into everything. I forgot his name. It was the African American character.
Oh, Morph.
More.
Yeah.
I mean, Morph. Sorry, not Morph. That's a different character. You're talking about
I forgot his name.
Oh, he can survive.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's the tip of my tongue. It's a human name. It's like
I know it's like I know I can't think of the name. I know it's like Irwin or something or
Darwin.
Darwin. Yeah, Darwin.
It was Darwin. Yeah. So, like they gave a whole exposition, like, oh, what is his powers? Like he can literally adapt to everything.
Yes.
Like any situation you throw him in, he'll survive. He gets blasted, he dies immediately. I was like, what the hell? Like when you hear the explanation in the comic books, like he gets thrown into everything, he changes his body, he survives it. He can change into a sponge and survive like the deepest sea, ocean, I don't know, like pressures. And then he gets destroyed by one big ass laser. I was like, ah.
Well, no. Sebastian Shaw, remember he absorbs kinetic energy.
Yeah.
And remember, it makes me powerful too. That might be. Remember, Havoc's energy might be too much for him. Remember, he put it inside of him, and it made him. He pretty much incinerated from the inside out.
Yeah. He tried to use his abilities, but he couldn't. But I was like in my head, like, couldn't he like vent it out or something like that? I started like with my own theories, but I like the character so much. They explained him so well, and they could have done way more with the character, but they just didn't. They just killed him off. I was like, that was such a waste.
Remember he said, survive this.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
As far as X-Men, don't forget Logan. That was a good movie too, right?
Logan?
Remember Logan?
Yeah. The last one, that was cherry on top. Like I feel like that was their last go. They were like, fuck it, just do what you want and we'll see it. And that's where you saw that they let loose. Like they didn't want to have control anymore. And that was an awesome movie. Like that was a perfect end to the like character, just like Tony Stark.
Yeah. By the way, somebody agrees with you about Darwin. They did him dirty. See that? Somebody agrees with you.
Mystique.
Mystique is way sexier. This is true, Dave.
Yeah, the first Mystique was way better. Sorry, I don't like the.
You're talking about the girl from Hunger Games, but the little lady before, right?
Oh, I like the lady before the Hunger Game. I don't like the makeup they did on the second one. That was kind of
Hunger Games. The first movie was good. The other one's not so much.
Yeah.
First Hunger Games. I enjoyed the first movie, but the other ones seemed to get progressively worse. But that's another story.
Yeah. They saw the money and they wanted more control. I don't know exactly, but that's the feeling I got. Like,
no, you're right.
X-Men first, it was a big hit, and then they were like, "Okay, we got something," and then more people got involved.
Yes, that sounds like Spider-Man 3. Remember the one with Venom?
Yeah. Ooh.
Really bad one. Really, remember the Disco McGuire, whatever you call it. I heard when I heard that movie, I heard that or I read somewhere or heard that the original director didn't want to use Venom, but the production people wanted to use Venom, so he said, "Okay, I'll put him in." You know, it's kind of like an afterthought. So
Ooh,
that's why that
Ooh.
one didn't
So
do
big
so.
blow.
Aren't they doing a Spider-Verse? They're gonna bring back Tobey Maguire. All
What?
all the three Spider-Man.
Great segue into this comic right here. This comic right here, guys. This is one you have to get I got this for $20. I was fortunate to find it. This is a 1 in 25. This is the Patrick Brown variant.
Nice.
What is it?
Without this damn light here. There we go.
Ah, the Spider-Verse.
This book is really expensive.
I only have the PX, like you showed the other one, the Walmart variant. I only have the PX variant of the first issue, like the normal A cover.
I think I got A cover.
I get to the auction for $20. I know it goes for at least 100. It goes for at least 150, I think, in raw.
Yeah, definitely buy.
125. For first Spider Zero, see his book, get it. This is probably, I think this one 98 goes for $400 plus or whatever. It's in this is the one you want to get, guys. If you both Spider-Verse books.
I have a question. Like, when do you send stuff like to CGC? Like, when do you?
The last time I did, Baltimore Comic-Con 2019, I think, whatever.
No, okay, damn, that's a long time ago. But also, I mean, like, when do you think something is worth sending in your mind?
I mean, like if it's if you're buying it for yourself, it's a book you love anytime. But the problem nowadays is if it's a book that's hot, and books kind of go up, then they go down all of a sudden. For example, I think my friend, Al sent off some Thundercat #1s. He had them pressed. Well, he's a presser, so he pressed them. And it's probably gonna be 9/8. But now the book's already coming down. And right now, CGC. I talked to my other friend Keegan. He owns a comic book store, Comics to Astonish. Another store. Forgot it. I've been in a while. It's in Howard County, Maryland, Columbia. The only way I think if you want to get your books in a fast turnaround, I think you have to buy something called Express. But that's like $100 a book, I think, though, or something like that.
I think it's a tier up from like the basic or something like that. You have to buy a different tier. You get the Express, I think.
Now, but he's sending in books like X-Men 1 and books like that. Books that are I wouldn't send in a book that's like a couple of bucks or whatever. I mean, or
I actually recently sent a whole bunch, like maybe 3 days ago. I sent like 22 books.
You did.
I sent a bunch of Moon Girls, like 3 Moon Girls.
I'm sure in about 2 years. I'm sure in about 2 years when you get them back, you'll be happy.
I send them, I forget about it. I send them, I forget. It's like buying from AliExpress or some Chinese web shop. Like you buy it, or Amazon. Like you buy it, you forget about it. It's a present when they arrive. Like that's how I see it. But these are usually comic books where I know that at least, like I know the amount I paid for them, how much they're going to be worth, and how like the minimum that I want to get back is at least that. It doesn't matter when they come back. That's at least what I can get out of. You know what I mean?
So do you sell your books, your CGC books, or you keep it as a personal collection?
Actually, I haven't sold any of my collection. Past 3 years that I've been collecting, I haven't sold anything. So
I still got mine too.
Exactly. Actually, I have a bunch in America with a friend of mine. I have like I don't know. Wait, let me look it up. Actually, I can look it up. I have already sent. This is my second time that I'm sending stuff to CGC. 1 second. I already had them returned like 6 months ago, and that was 6 months before I sent them. Like it took like 8 to 6 months before I got them back. Let me see.
Guys, I remember the day when I used to send in stuff when I was doing Golden Age books. I used to send books in all the time. I mean, like I remember it was a lot cheaper. You send them in. This is like 10 years ago. Obviously, it's a long time ago before people started sending in, a lot, and everything's gone crazy. Because I remember The only time I was really pissed off was when a comic dealer in Wizard Chicago. Thanks, Sean. I think his dealer was Moondog. It was on-site grading. By the way, I think they have on-site grading at. They had it the last show at Awesome Con. They had on-site grading, believe it or not, which is cool. I'll do that all day long, by the way, because you get back that weekend. Anyway, he had, I think, 2 carts of long boxes. He was offloading at WinterCon. I'm sorry, at Wizard Chicago.
Wizard Chicago, right? Yeah.
Carts. Not okay, 2 cart loads of long boxes. You're dropping off. I think he's the reason why they put a limit on how many you can drop off. Okay, but that was he slowed the whole process down. You're trying to get your book back.
I'm sure.
You want to get it back. 2 carts, probably like 8 to 10 long boxes per cart of comics for on-site grading. Could you imagine that?
Oh my God.
I wouldn't even do that.
He slowed the whole process down. Everybody was. I mean, some people got their stuff back soon, but some people I didn't get back there until like the last day or whatever.
Come on. They should have been like, no, that's a bit ridiculous. You know, they should have cut him off. No.
I mean, they've since done that now. They won't. You can't bring them. You know, they limit it to. I'm thinking 30. I think I'm not sure exactly how many you can drop off, but 30 or something, maybe 50. I'm not sure. If you know in the comments, let me know. Oh, thank you, Dave. 1 second here.
Okay, super sticker.
Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it, man. I love getting those.
By the way,
And,
I have the pictures. Do you want to see them? The ones that I got the first time I went CGCing. Made a bunch of mistakes, but low grades. But
I make mistakes all the time. Mistakes from CGC. That's like their bread and butter. But go show us what you got.
All right. So let me see if I have this. Can you see it correctly?
I
Spawn.
can see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I have this one.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, that one's nice.
This is the, I think, Ashcan.
Yeah.
Spawn number 1.
It came out in 1997, I think. Nice.
Riri.
Yeah. 0.4. By the way, this is all pressed and everything, but first time judging.
Was it pressed by CGC or by somebody else?
I think CGC doesn't have their own. They outsource it, right?
Yeah, they outsource it to a different company.
Yeah, it's called. Actually, no. I think they own the company. I think it's called CCS or something like that. They do it, but I think what happens is they're kept separate. So I think when you get books pressed by them, the people grading don't know what I believe. You know, let me know in the comments. They own the pressing company. I think they bought it from the guy, but they keep it separate. They do keep it separate, but they're owned by CGC.
Right. Yeah, I'm still waiting on mine. I think like 6 months right now.
Yeah, and then they get about a year and a half to go, Sean. The 9.8 there is awesome. That's a good book to have. I tell you what, get that book, and also, it's nice.
That one's nice.
Make sure you get the regular Devil Dinosaur too. Get that
regular.
There's also a devil. It's a lace set. It's a bronze book.
Yeah. I've actually been hunting that one down, but I'm too scared to ask for the price because they went up. They went really.
Dude, anything like that. Okay, books I used to laugh at. I buy them up now. You think crazy. I bought 2 copies of Zelda #1. It cost me, the asking price was like $130, $140. I'd probably get both of them graded. It looks scary. I know that the book's not. It's by the way, it's a Valiant. I think it's one of Valiant's first comics. Mm-hmm. Zelda apparently is the second most popular character after Mario. I think. That's what
I know.
Is that true? I don't know.
Yeah.
People who are like,
at least Nintendo-wise, at least Nintendo-wise, you got Mario, and then you got, but Nintendo always has like, that's my gripe with Nintendo. They have a few characters and they rehash that, reboot that the whole time. So, but the best one, Mario, Zelda, Samus,
Sonic.
Well, yeah, I saw Sonic. I saw a guy. Some of these guys. If you ever watched,
Sega.
by the way, in my other channel, Techmeister, desk reviews are really popular. We should talk about desks right now. I got new stuff here, but desk reviews are really popular, and like some of the gamer people, I don't game or anything. I know gaming's really popular. My brother and his kids do, but some people have really cool desk setup. They have like all the LED lights and all the lighting and everything, all that stuff. And one guy had a really cool set where he had like I don't have any Funko Pops, but he had like a really cool Funko Pop set to the side. And one guy had like and he had people, I guess he said that I love Zelda. Guys, 30-something years old, he said, I'm a huge Zelda fan. That's why I see the Zelda comic, now it's going for like over $2,000 now.
Wow. That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me, especially with the Switch and the new game. It was a major hit, and people just want everything Zelda.
They do. And exactly, Sonic, thank you, Dave. Dave's right there. The Sonic, Zelda, right, and Mario. I couldn't agree more. Anything video game wise, it would be smart for people to get stuff like that because it's a part of our culture, I guess. I mean, if you see any video game books, I mean, or even Pokemon.
Well, depends.
What's that?
Depends, because I know recently there was like a hype behind a game that was fairly new. I forget the name.
Oh, is it
the one with the Iron Man suits?
The 2077, whatever, the Cyberpunk?
Oh, Cyberpunk? No, not even Cyberpunk. Like, it depends on the launch, but also like I feel like you should always stay with the old schools, like the Marios. But nowadays, old school is relative. If you're talking about PlayStation 2, like God of War.
Yes.
Like God of War. Yeah. I would buy the first issue from God of War any day of the time, but it's hard to find.
Yeah, those are books you go back 10 years, they were, why are you buying this stupid book? Now it's like, where can I find it?
Yeah.
They're hard to find. Wow. I mean, I think one of the books I passed up. I'll tell you one of my best shows to go to, Sean, I was saying at Wizard Chicago. People had loads of books. Guy had, I remember the early 2010s, a guy there. I suppose it was Wizard Chicago a couple of years ago. He had an FF box, long box. He had probably 20, 30 copies of FF45, First of Humans.
Yeah.
$10, $15 a piece. I go, well, I'll think about it. Then when they had they're talking about the show, but remember they rumors about the show wasn't very good. When they I know. Well, it doesn't matter when they said they're going to do the show, that book just spiked. When it went back, the prices are different.
People that bought on a high and then it released, oh my God, I'm sorry, they must be kicking themselves because
they're gonna do it again. They're gonna use it again
if they reboot it. But I feel like it's too recent now. It's too recent.
Well,
and it's Marvel that
maybe
the release. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Hopefully they.
Let me mention that, guys. What a good segue.
Nice.
You know about this book, right?
First, Yelena Belova.
It is the first.
I don't know her name. Belova. How do you pronounce it?
Belova.
Yelena Belova. There she is.
Belova.
Yeah.
This is her first full appearance, right here.
Oh, you have the different one. Look. I have that one.
Yep. I know what you have. You either have the big giant head, or you have the black, or the Natasha. Yep. You had the wrong one.
Yeah, I know. I know. Stop it. I know I have the wrong one.
No, guys, he has a good book. But this is the Belova cover. It's their first cover appearance.
Yeah, that's the good one.
Also a Dynamic Forces book that has her on the cover too. But that's another story. Now here's a book, guys. I got lucky. I found this one in a shop I go to. I was happy to find this one. They're talking about this. This book was talked about I think it was on the Flipside show. I couldn't read it. I was so happy to find it. This is a 1 in 10, right? An IDW book.
Oh yeah, you showed that last time.
And this book goes for over $200.
Jeez.
Is
that
the
one
first
go for? $200? Is that $200?
Yeah.
let me show you real quick. If you don't
Oh yeah,
believe me.
you missed it last time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
for those who don't know, this book is insane. It's a 1 in 10. But I guess the IDW. This is when they actually first did it. Wasn't very popular. Now there's a cover appearance. It's the first appearance of Hondo Onaka and the Stars Wars Adventures. This is number 7. This is the 1 in 10 here. I think it's a 1 in 10 variant. And this one is, I saw it, I go saying, well, I wish I could find it. I go, oh, it's right here. And I think it sells for, there's been one for, I think one's sold, I don't think one's sold in a while, I think. Here you go. The last sale, there was a one that was raw. I sold May 19th. And here is the sell price.
What is it?
It's a raw copy for $275.
$275. Okay.
Yeah, because it's they bring now the cover, the regular cover has Hondo on the cover, which I thought would be cool. But that one goes for about $25-30. This one goes for, as you know, a lot more. So I found for cover price.
Nice.
Oh my god.
I got lucky. Yeah, really lucky. I mean, I went there. By the way, this book was found in the kids section of the comic book store. If you go by a comic book store, sometimes look at your kids section. You sometimes you'll be surprised what's there. This was there, and I was obviously happy to find it. They're talking
By
about
the way, I wasn't finished.
Oh, go ahead.
This one.
Where you go? Go ahead.
I'm just gonna show you 2 more.
All right, go ahead. Nice.
And
That was nice.
these were my gems. Okay, you got a 9.4.
That's
That was
fine.
okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. But this
Yeah.
one,
Nice.
this is the Edge of the Spider-Verse.
Yes.
What was it?
Is that 1 in 25 or something?
No, it was the Comic Bug or something like that. I think.
Okay.
It was a store. I think it's a store exclusive or something. I think.
Yeah,
It was
it's a
the first
store
one.
exclusive. Exactly. And a 9. I both got them on a 9 date. I was so happy. This one,
Yeah.
of course.
Nice. Is that the Campbell cover?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, the first couple were Campbell covers. Issue 1 through 5. I know issue 1 and 5 were Campbell. I'm assuming 2, 3, and 4 are Campbell covers too. I think.
The Venom.
Wait a second. And what book? This book right here. When did this come out? That was a question. I don't know. Let me check. When did that come out? Oh, actually, I found one here that's
Marvel.
over 250, and the date on the this one is. Okay, you know what? This book came out on February of 2018. So it's been, I guess, 3 years. So
That was it.
What's that?
As you can see, not too many 9.8s, but
Got some
Okay.
nice.
it was a good experience.
It's always good to get 9.8, of course. Everybody went to 9.8, but if you get a book for a cover price and it comes back at 9.4 or 9.2 or whatever, you know what? That's still good. I mean,
I really don't care. Like, I send these because first of all, like, I had the idea was like, if I send them, and they come out like low grades, I can keep them for myself. Even high grades, like these are for either sell or keep because I love them anyway, so I don't lose any money on them.
Right.
you know, it's funny. That's why I bought that book. I was happy to find that the 7.0. I know I keep talking about my Crow book. I'm happy with it. Now
It's an amazing book.
But here's the kicker, guys. I say this with they're not for sale, but they can be bought. If I pay $200, somebody says give me $1,000, I go, okay, it's yours. and I mean, if I said I'll give you $1,000 for that one book, you'll probably go. You'll probably say yes too, I imagine.
Yeah. No,
Then you
yeah,
can
that's
buy
what I mean.
anything else. What's that?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I mean, for me, if I sell them and they're not sold, I can't sell them no more. I'm still happy with it. That's what I mean.
Right.
Like,
I know why the philosophy called. I own my possessions; they don't own me. So
yeah,
that's why I think if something, if somebody like I enjoy what I have, but at the end of the day, you know, if I'm gonna do something else, well, you know, there we go, right? You
yeah,
know, things
exactly.
change over time. My collection, I said, my collection's always moving. You know, I mean, you know, there's always new things we want to get, right?
Yeah,
New comics, you know,
very
and
true.
I mean, I try to keep like, oh, when I did all those, I did those big sales. I do have some regret on some books I did sell. Like I sold my Golden Age books. I missed a couple of them. I still wish I had them back. This is the last 2 years. There's some really cool books I had too that I probably won't be able to get back because they're so expensive now. I had got like 4 or 5 copies of Ultimate Fallout 4. Get that at Wizard. I got that C2E2 2019. You know, wish I kept at least one of them. I do have a couple of second print variants, but I don't have any of the first prints anymore. You know, stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
I need to get.
Right.
I can only buy the second print now. Like that's the only one in price range.
I mean, like with all those books I
I
sold.
got one.
What's that, Sean?
I got one right there.
Where is
Oh,
it?
there you go.
Ultimate Fallout 4, right there.
9.8.
Oh yeah, I see it. Is it? Is it the second print with the face or without?
That's the first printing.
Nice. I see it. I see it. I see it.
It could be.
Is this a 9.8 raw or
I just
9.8?
need that crease from the poly bag out. Just need to be pressed with it.
Okay.
So
No, I mean, actually, all those books I had, I do miss like I missed the Batman 49. I bought one, but actually it was in poor condition, but it's a great Joker cover. I should have kept that one. A couple books I had that were low grade. I got them really cheap. They're worth a lot more than what they're, but they're the books that I see them now. I mean, I wish I had. There was just I have them in my display case. You know, people could come to my hobby room. They're like, "What's this? What's that? What's this? What's that?" So I'll probably keep that one. I'll probably sell the raw ones, you know, except for the first print, I guess. But I don't know. I like comics. Oh, this one too, guys. I got this one for $1. I got this one for $1 at the former Pops Comics. When I went to a store right when it was closing, he had all these dollar bin books. Here was one right here.
Bloodstone, yeah. I have two. I have
First
two issues of
Bloodstone.
First, right?
Also
Nice
Bloodstone.
one.
Yeah.
Lovely cover.
This book goes for a ton of money now. You know that, right?
My brother has one. Yes.
I haven't checked recently.
Older brother, younger brother. Older brother, younger brother. Older brother.
My youngest brother has it.
Oh, just go get it from him.
Yeah.
The last time I checked, it was $100.
Oh, more than that now. It's got this book is and raw. Let's talk about raw books here. I believe it goes for a little bit more than $100 now. Bloodstone 1. It's probably let's check out sold prices. Raw high grade goes for there's 137. Raw 210. 180. See, let's look at 9.8s. That's really interesting. All right, we got here 699, 575, 699, 599, 599, So there, it's in the 98 in the $500, $600 range.
That's
in raw range. It depends on what grade it is. Yeah.
All right.
What do you got there, Sean?
This is what I want to send in. That one.
I'll tell you what. Right now, I'm glad you brought that book up. That is the book you want to get, ladies and gentlemen. That book right there. You want to get that book. That is when she comes to Disney Plus. That's going to be an insane book. Yes, and Mead has it too. Point. There you go. Mead has it too. Yeah. Those books, right? There you go. Look at the camera at the same time. Those books. That book right now, it's and make sure you get issue 7 too, and also get the first prints and get the get a question here.
The back
cover needs. Okay, I did not know that. The only below is in the back of Hamid's Black Widow book. Didn't know that.
Let me see.
That's right. If you bought for cover or less, you're doing good. You're right about that, JT.
Yep.
Key comic.
I'm gonna check it right now.
There you go. That's a good one there. One of the paper covers that's on my walls. Bucky and Natasha Hutt. I can imagine their kids proper pro killers. Yeah, guys. Sometimes I know I get people who come on and they give me a hard time saying, I find these books for $1 or free. Like when I do shows, sometimes I sell books. I don't know what every book I have goes for. You know, I make mistakes for them, or I tell them, you know what, you get a good deal for me, you get a good deal for me. Most store owners, they kind of come into, oh, great, turn around, turn that book around, turn it around. I didn't know that. Oh, let me look. I gotta look at mine now too. Hold on.
It's got like a wraparound cover, right?
Let's see if mine has the back. Let's see if it's back. I didn't know that. Shoot, I gotta look at mine now. And I don't have that. I'm gonna look anyway. That's cool. I didn't know that.
That's very cool. Thanks.
What do I have? Let's see here. Oh, I got the top in the back of mine. See?
Ah, yeah.
Nice.
So what you want to do is you want to listen, Hamid, put your book in backwards and you'll be okay, all right? Put your book in
exactly.
You'll be okay. So this book needs a press. It's in high grade, but it has some of the waviness in it or whatever. So
another good book to get is
Nice.
oh my god, I only have one copy.
Vengeance. These are low grade though. These are low grade.
You know what? You know what's funny? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Bunch of spine ticks, maybe.
So what? What did it cost you?
Cover.
You're doing okay. Doing okay. I mean, like, actually, I did go to a show. My buddy Rich, Rag718, by the way, for those who know him, he's a YouTuber. Needs to put more videos out there, by the way. Rag did the Rich. Please do more videos. Anyway, he found like 4 or 5 copies, like a $1 bin of that book. Vengeance 1. So it was at the Virginia Comic Con.
Nice. Wow.
So yeah, guys. People out there wonder why I get these books for $1. If you know your comics, that one was a. Look at this. There we go. That one was a. For a long time. Let me do a little flipperooski here. Hold on a second. Do this. I've never done this before. Do this, that, this. Nope, just me. This. Never mind. I won't do that one. But anyway, that one for a long time. That was those books are awesome. Anything Riri. Get it, guys.
Yeah.
Get Riri.
Yeah, of course.
Get Riri. What the heck is this?
Those are more my good ones.
But anyway, back to this question here. I guess people come on, they give me a hard time about I'm not gonna say names. Like they don't believe I get these books for the price I get them at. I get that sometimes. They get a little crazy. Get that for $1 or $5 or whatever. I go, yeah, I did. I mean, like for example, I went to one shop and they get collections in all the time. They want to move books. I buy a lot of low grade books. For example, they're kind of key-ish, I guess, but they're not setting the world on fire or anything. For example, this book right here I bought. I think these are cool books. They're not worth a ton of money, but they're worth something, I guess. I think it's their first appearances too. For example, these books right here. This is Adventure Comics 373. You know about this one, right? I mean, I talked about this in one of the last few videos. This is the first appearance of Flash, Barry Allen's kids, the Tornado Twins.
Nice.
And what happened was during the season when talking about Barry and Iris's kid before they get married. They thought that we might see them. This book actually blew up for a while, but since now I think they had one girl, Nora, right? Nora in the Flash show. This book, the book you can get it for $10, in this condition, so it's not very expensive. But I got it for free. He didn't care about this book. This book right here. This book is Tor to. You can see that, right? Can you see me?
Yeah.
It's got holes in the cover, right? It was free. You know what's cool about this book? The first appearance of Roadrunner.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
First Roadrunner. It's Dell Comics number. Of course, you can't see because it's. But I looked it up. It's the first Roadrunner. It's worth about $15 or whatever. I think it's free. I thought that was pretty cool. And this one right here, Frankenstein Jr. and the Impossibles. This is probably a $30-$40 book. It's free. I'll take it to a show and I'll say, give me $20 for it, $10 for it. It'll sell because people like classic cartoons. 1 second, you got it. Nice. I bought one of those too, guys. I bought the Riri covers. I have a Riri action figure comic one. It's the Ironheart #1 next bigger. I got it for 20. I got
I'm talking about this one.
That's the one. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. That one's like $100.
That's $100, really?
I think it dropped down a little bit.
Get down to 70 or whatever, but it's still,
guys,
it doesn't matter. This is one of those cases where you buy it now.
Anything Riri, I'll get. Especially if it's #1.
Yes, anything Riri #1. Also, Iron Man. I think Invincible Iron Man 3. No, not Ironheart. Invincible Iron Man 3. I think it was a series after. Anyway, make a long story short, not that one. No, because she gets her Ironheart name in Iron Man 3.
Oh, I have that one. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that one. That's different.
Let me see if I can get it. It's somewhere here.
Rob, how many of these you got?
Huh?
Okay, I have 2 variants, 9.6, CGC 9.6s.
You have the 1 in 25 one, right?
Yeah, 2 of them.
Yeah, I got 2 of them. Okay, nice.
Well, I used to have a 9.8 for us.
Which one?
2019, the big sale. Ooh, I had 28 copies of that book at one time.
I sent that one. I think I sent the 4th one. Fourth one.
Is that red cover or so?
Green. I think green. I don't know which one.
Well, the one you want to have is the purple one. That's the rarest one. That one goes for a lot of money. Anyway, guys, it's 2 hours. I think about cutting the thread, guys. Get kind of late. I have to actually run the errand, by the way. It's 11 o'clock here. I have to go to sleep. You have to go to bed to meet. Was it like 3 a.m. or whatever, 4 a.m. whatever you are?
4 a.m. for you?
Yeah, it's fine.
Guys, Sean, if you want to do a video anytime soon, let me know. Because I said this is good. I enjoy doing this. I'm gonna try to get my paperwork where I can actually show pictures. I had it working, but my audio was goofing up. So I'll figure out how to do that. So we can talk. I can show you things like I can pull up eBay at the same time we're talking about it too.
All right.
I had it working earlier. It works, but we lose audio.
Gotcha.
Hey, thank you.
I'll give you an example of what I'm doing right now. So I don't want to do for anything. I'm gonna end it here. But it has ended here. You guys, I have to run an errand, by the way, too. Believe it or not. Yeah, there we go, Dave. It's Dave, 4 a.m. there too. It's 4 a.m. where Dave is in the UK. Yep.
It's like good morning,
guys. Yeah, for Sean, it's like what?
It's 10 o'clock. 10 p.m.
It's 11 o'clock here in the DC area. Yeah, guys, I really had a good time. Sean, it was great. You want to do anything? You want to do a video soon? Let me know. If you want to do a live stream, let me know too. Like I said, I really enjoyed it.
I don't have a channel. I'm just jumping in.
Okay, we'll get a channel. I'm trying to get some other guys to do channels too, but they're all chicken. And if you guys, if you guys want to hop in, let me know too, guys. I'll put the link out there if you want to hop in and say hi. Franco, Dan, you guys want to hop in? Or anybody else wants to hop in? Feel free. Don't be shy. Come on, guys. It's us. We're nobody special. Come on in.
I literally just started collecting 3 years ago. I'm a total noob at this. I don't know squat about comics. I just love
You
it.
jumped into the deep
I'm
end.
learning.
Yes, and no.
I'm learning. I'm asking questions. That's it. So there are probably a lot more people in this chat that know more than I do. So
Hey, no more than me too. I'm just a noob too. I started collecting last week, so what can I say?
I'm just glad I stepped in the time that I did step in, because now comic books nowadays are just crazy. Like,
Insane. All right, guys,
Yeah.
hang here, guys. Hang here. I'm gonna close it up and hang out for a second. All right, for those out there, thanks for joining in, and appreciate you guys coming in. Dave, thanks for the super sticker. I appreciate it. That was really cool. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, I love a like. If you like the comics and all the talk, leave a like. I appreciate that too. And make sure if you're new, I never asked. I stopped asking for subscribes, but please subscribe if you can. It helps out with the algorithm. That's one thing I'll tell you guys in a second. All right, guys. Hope to see you guys again soon. We'll be doing more of these live streams in the near future. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Guys, you hang here for a second, okay? Hold on. And we're going to end the broadcast.